So, have you guys been following the whole Steven Hillenberg thing with Pie Guy? It's been pretty interesting. I actually have a couple of interesting opinions on that whole situation. Um, right now, I'm wondering how many people will come. Probably not that many. These streams usually don't get that many viewers in specific. But I guess before, yeah, I've been following. Make a video. Ah, I don't. I mean, I kind of already made a video on that situation, but it's like several months old. And now, like, my opinions haven't really changed since then. The only difference is that back then, I was willing to believe that Steven Hillenberg knew about the project. I just didn't really care that much because I didn't think it was that important. But with the video I saw from Pie Guy, I'm actually a lot more inclined to believe that he didn't know. Like before, I was like, who knows? Maybe he knew. Maybe someone told him, But now I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. I'm actually more inclined to believe. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna talk about it right now because maybe I'll even like clip this and upload it on my second channel. Here's the thing about this whole situation. This is just my opinion. I generally, for the most part, never really cared that much about the fact that Steven Hillenberg knew or didn't know. And the reason why is because my issue always came from the fact that all of these like SpongeBob projects were obviously a result of but Vincent Wallace said he knew. That's the thing though. Vincent Wallace said that he doesn't actually remember a lot about these events. I'll get to that by the way. Like I I actually have some interesting opinions on Vincent Wallace, but whatever. Um like I said, for the most part, I never really cared because even if like regardless if he knew or not, I know for a fact that all of these projects were a result of some executive on Nickelodeon wanting this to happen. And with that Pie Guy video, with that Pie Guy video, I further confirmed this because one of the presidents of Nickelodeon or whatever, someone working there, he basically said that his vision was to expand on the Nickelodeon, not Nickelodeon, the SpongeBob universe, kind of like MCU or whatever. So yeah, this is obviously an executive decision, and I can't envision any creator being okay with these kinds of things. Like I can understand. I've already watched Blame It on George's video actually. Um, I watch every video Blame It on George releases. That dude's a fucking legend. But yeah, fun fact, I've been following that dude for a long time. But anyway, yeah, like I said, like I can't imagine any creator being okay with their inventions being taken on this direction. And I mean, Hillenberg himself already confirmed like years ago in interviews that he didn't really see any spin-offs happening. And apparently there's another interview where Paul Tibbett said that he had like a conversation with Steven Hillenberg and they were like, yeah, the moment Nickelodeon starts to make like SpongeBob babies, that's when I'm out. Like, it's obvious that this is not something he would have wanted. This is just happening because Nickelodeon wants more money. And to me, that has always been like my problem. To me, it really doesn't matter if he's dead or not, or if they waited until he died or not. That stuff is just, at least at the time, I just thought it was kind of superficial. My philosophy has always kind of been, regardless of whether or not it's disrespect, it's still a cash cow nonetheless. Yeah, I completely agree. That's exactly my opinion. And yeah, like that has always been the perspective I came from, which is why it's really weird whenever I see people defending Nickelodeon. It's like, come on, guys. These motherfuckers have been milking on these guys have been just milking the shit out of SpongeBob for decades. Like it's been like 2 decades, dude. Like, do you guys really want to defend them at this point? Like, come on. Admit that they're greedy. Like, this is not something that should be discussed. They're obviously greedy. They obviously see SpongeBob as a product for making money. And I mean, if you're okay with that, then fucking whatever, dude. But if someone calls them out for being greedy, like, you should accept it, But anyway, but with the Pie Guy video, I'm actually more inclined to believe that he didn't know because of the timeline of events. And here's the thing. For a while, I didn't really want to discredit any of the animators working on it because I never really had any reason to believe that they would lie, But turns out there actually was an animator that fully admitted that he actually lied. Like he straight people have been criticizing Cartoon Network for 13 years because of stupid shit. Yeah, although I was going to say that Cartoon Network is in a better spot but than Nickelodeon, but I'm not sure if that's actually true. So Pie Guy, our video is pointless. Our video, which one in specific? Um, are you talking about the SpongeBob reviews? I actually never seen any of those reviews, to be honest. I never really care that much. I don't even really watch SpongeBob, to be honest. But thanks for coming, Hollow Man. I honestly wish we would talk more because I think we would have some interesting conversations about Ryuga Gotoku. But anyway, what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was saying that for the longest time I never really had any reason to believe that you know the animators would lie, but one of the animators admitted that they did lie. They lied about the fact that Steven Hillenburg. I don't know if he lied about him working or knowing about it, but he lied about something. He basically clarified later that he twist reality a little bit just because he was getting a lot of harassment. He kind of wanted people to shut the fuck up, but in reality, he doesn't actually know if he knew or not. And as for Vincent Waller, the thing is, he said that he said that Steven Hillenburg knew. I think it was like hours after Pie Guy released his video, but then the next day he said that his memories of that period is a little bit hazy because of trauma and whatever. Which I mean, fine, whatever. Like maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But here's the thing: like right now, he basically backpedaled a little bit. Like he doesn't want to say that it's like concrete, and I don't know if he's doing like I don't know if he's lying. Like I don't know if he's like bullshitting his way out of because he wants the reputation to die down. But what I will say is that any statement that animators make at this point, I'm very skeptical. Like I'm extremely fucking skeptical, especially because Vincent Waller in the past he said that Steven Hillenburg was happy with what they were doing, and he said that in response to a tweet talking about Kamp Koral. So I've always assumed that when he said that, he was specifically referring to Kamp Koral, which meant that he was a little bit involved in the production. But this recent tweet, he basically said that Steven Hillenburg never actually saw the final product, and if he did, then he would like it. Now, maybe when he said final product, he was like being literal in the sense that he wasn't necessarily saying that he never saw any of the production design or anything. But if this tweet is trying to say that Steven Hillenburg wasn't even like didn't even get he didn't really have much of a chance to look at what they were doing, and based on Pie Guy's timeline of events, like during the period when Kamp Koral would have been developed or something, it's very likely that Steven Hillenburg wouldn't even be stable enough to go to the office. So how would he know about everything going on with Kamp Koral? Like if we're assuming that it was even in production at that time, it was probably a lot later. We're just giving them the benefit of the doubt. And it's like, should I really trust what Vincent Waller says? Because honestly, I don't. I don't trust what any of these guys say. Now again, like I said, I don't care at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter that much. But what I do know is that I'm a little more inclined to believe that they I don't know if wait is the right word. I'm just saying that I don't think he knew. I honestly God don't think that Hillenburg knew. But yeah, those are my opinions on the whole Steven Hillenburg shit. I don't believe that he knew anymore. I don't. And I know Pie Guy at this point, he's not going to, he's not going to make any statements about what Steven Hillenburg would have known. Not whether or not he would have known, but whether or not he would be okay with it. And I mean, I can respect that, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He would not like it. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. Like, there's no fucking way any creator would be okay with their creation being milked like this. There's no way. So what Hollow Man is referring to is a story where Steven Hillenburg found a SpongeBob gumball machine and had an existential crisis realizing how big the show is. Oh, okay. Um, All right, that's interesting. I guess business companies are stupid. Hmm. I wish I could say that. Although Viacom and Nickelodeon are making a lot of money, so I mean, I hate them, but I don't know if they're stupid. I hate almost every big corporation, to be honest. Disney is probably the one I hate the most. I don't think I hate Viacom as much as Disney because I legit think that Disney is evil. Like, I'm really glad that you guys brought up what's his name? Blame it on George. Have you guys seen that video on who's that motherfucker? That pedophile. Sorry, alleged pedophile. He might not actually be. I forgot. Dan Schneider. Have you guys seen that video? Like, okay, I don't like. Okay, this might seem hypocritical because I called him a pedophile, but whatever. I don't want to go ahead and say that he is because I don't like throwing inflammatory statements. Yes, the feet guy, exactly him. I don't like going around calling people. I was going to say the P word, but I already said pedophile, so fuck it. YouTube can demonetize me all I want. I don't give a fuck. This is just a stream. I don't even want to make money off of this, but anyway, I don't want to go ahead and call him a pedophile, although there are definitely a lot of allegations. And Mr. Enter made a video on why he won't review Kamp Koral. I remember that video actually. It came out almost around the same time Pie Guy released this video. But like, yeah, I don't know if he's a pedophile. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. But what I do know is that he was acquainted with someone who is confirmed to be a pedophile. And he was acquainted with him. And this dude, like, what happened was he was caught with possession of, like, child pornography. And I think it was even confirmed that he straight up molested someone. And after he served his sentence, the motherfucker went back to business. He like worked on, like, I think it was like Zack and Cody or something like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, this dude is confirmed to be a pedophile and he's working on children's shows. Like, come on. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's also like really fucked up, dude. Like these are the corporations that I'm supposed to like. Am I supposed to give the benefit of the doubt? There's no what. Trust me, dude. This dude, like, okay. I would give you the name, but I would have to like open the video and no, it really did happen. You should watch Blame It on George's video on Dan Schneider. That shit actually did happen. Like, there is a guy who was confirmed to be like a child molester and in possession of child pornography, and after he served his sentence, he went back to business. Like, the only restrictions they gave to him is that he's not allowed to make any contact with children, but he can work in those companies that work with children. Like, they have shows where they legit work with children, and he's allowed to work there. Like, what the fuck? We already have cartoon familiar to camping, and that's Camp Laszlo. Camp Laszlo is a good show. I actually do recommend that. I liked it when I was a kid. Maybe I'll like it today. But like, yeah, yeah, this topic is very interesting because it legit surprises. Camp Koral is better than Camp Laszlo. I mean, it's not out yet, so I don't know how you can jump to that conclusion yet. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's really interesting how people will, like, people are very quick to defend these corporations. I'm like, you do realize that these corporations are evil, right? Like, I know you guys like grew up with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, whatever. Like, and it's fine, you can be thankful for the fact that I saw the preview of Kamp Koral. Yeah, I also saw the preview of Kamp Koral, and it looked really bad. There are a lot of like blatantly pre-rendered like scenes. Like, come on. But like, yeah, there's the short. What short in specific? Did they release a short? I am not aware of, but but like, yeah, I don't understand why people are so quick to defend. Like, yeah, they were like fine. Like, it's fine to be grateful for the fact that you grew up with SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron, whatever. Like, it's fine to be appreciative of the fact that Nickelodeon and whatever provided a platform for these cartoons that you now love. Like, that's fine, but like, you don't have to defend them when they're being shitty. Like, they don't love us. They love our money, but they don't love us. So I don't know. Like, I don't know why you guys think like you owe the benefit of the doubt. Like, you really don't owe them anything. Like, you guys deserve better than that. Like, come on. Don't be simps.